All I need to do now is to find out who put Blackie to it.
What makes you think that he was not working on his own volition?
Blackie is brutal, but not very smart.
Ambo,
You will get your money by the end of the week.
end of the week ndakuwa nimededi Ruth. Yaje mdosi.
Where are you hiding this criminal?
Bona sikwelewi.
He is here!
How do you think this is going to play out?
I'm having such a beautiful morning.
Kekara is very, very well composed at the moment.
That is a good thing, right?
You don't get it.
Have Ruth call me. Na sahi niko na too much anger.
Hello, kids.
Hey, guys.
Hey, everybody. Are you ready for fun? Huh? We have an amazing package just for you. Akili. Ubongo.
Ubongo kids. Ubongo kids.
Big minds.
That is confusion. I am who I am.
Travelers.
I can travel to wherever I want.
Robocars. And engine.
No more pollution, you know what I mean?
Oh, those little geniuses.
The Children's Corner. Saturday mornings this holiday season only on KBC. That's right!
Good afternoon. Welcome to the broadcast. This is Lunchtime News. My name is Jackie Wambiru. Sign language interpreter is Brian Muraru. Remember, you can interact with us on our social media handle at KBC Channel 1. To kick off the broadcast, the Private Security Regulatory Authority is calling on all event organizers, promoters, planners, entertainment venues, recreational and sporting establishments to strictly ensure the persons they hire or engage during the festive season are registered and licensed by the authority in accordance with the Private Security Regulation Act. In a statement, the authority said failure to comply renders those culpable liable to a fine and imprisonment. The measure, according to the regulatory authority, seeks to ensure event security preparedness during the festivities.
As the country ushers in the festive season, the Private Security Regulatory Authority has issued guidelines to event organisers, promoters, planners and entertainment venues, recreational and sporting establishments to avoid lapses in security. Among them is ensuring private security personnel hired or engaged are in possession of a 5-year certification of registration and event security preparedness certification from the authority. The authority further insists that a duly signed and stamped event security preparedness certification will be the only proof that a specific event, festival, concert, entertainment venue, recreational and sporting establishment has undergone security assessment. An establishment that fails to comply with the said guidelines risks attracting individual and corporate criminal culpability and sanctions for non-compliance. Yusufar reporting for Lunchtime News.
In the political arena, Wiper Democratic Movement officials in Kwale County say their party leader, Kalonzo Musyoka, is ready to take over the country's leadership in the next poll 2027. Speaking in Kwale, Wiper chairman Joseph Muki said the party is planning a nationwide mass registration drive to recruit new members at the grassroots as part of a plan to re-energize the party ahead of the 2027 general election.
Sisi hapa Kwale tutatwaa viti vyote, wabunge wote wanne watakuwa ni wa Wiper, gavana hapa Kwale atakuwa ni Wiper na viongozi wote watakaochaguliwa tutahakikisha wameshinda kura kwa tikiti ya Wiper.
Mtu huyu ni muungwana, amembaki baba mara 5. Baba Raila Amolo Odinga alitaka uraisi, akaona Kalonzo, hakuna mwingine katika Kenya, mtu mzuri ni Kalonzo. Kalonzo alikuwa anataka kusimama uraisi, pia akatulia, akamunga mkono baba. Sasa inaonekana Kalonzo ni mwema, Kalonzo ni mtu mzuri, Kalonzo anatosha kuwa rais wa nchi yetu ya Kenya.
Ni muungwana, msemaji ukweli, mpenda Mungu, hana dhuluma kabisa. Kwa hivyo safari hii tumesema tunatafuta kura, tunatembea mashinani kabisa.
On education matters, the government has urged education stakeholders to urgently address the widening gap in educational access and quality as Kenya implements the Global Health Promotion in Schools project spearheaded by UNESCO. The call for increased funding and resources comes in the wake of a new report that shows millions of children, especially in low-income and conflict-affected regions, continue to face barriers to education. These include inadequate infrastructure, limited access to trained teachers, and social-economic challenges that force students out of school.
Enrollment has increased by 13%, 19%, and 100% in senior primary school Kilimani and Kitutu secondary school respectively. Further, through the GHPS intervention, it is anticipated that schools' retention, completion and transition rates will improve over time. Moreover, GHPS has potential to transform the education system by making it more equitable as well as improve the health and well-being of learners.
A local non-governmental organization, 4D Last Mile in Kuria, Migori County, has trained tens of girls in the area on the effects of female genital mutilation as a way of curbing the rise in cases of retrogressive vice. Now, speaking during a graduation ceremony held at Masaba in Mabera sub-county that saw 126 school-going children receive certificates, 4D Last Mile Director Esther Maswi said the training will help to educate the Kuria girl child on the rights of children and forms of gender-based violence. The NGO has been conducting training for girls for the last 4 years to empower them to be anti-FGM champions.
For saying no to FGM by an alternative way of the rite of passage by planting trees. And today we have also awarded them the certificates to show that they are the champions of no to FGM.
There has been propaganda in this part of the country that the president has allowed the traditional practice to go on, but that is not true. The president only wanted the accepted traditions to be kept to cater for the family, the goodness of the family.
Kuna baadhi yetu walikuwa wameshikilia hasa familia, sisi ambao tumeolewa katika familia. Hatukuangi na sei. Tunaambiwa ni lazima tufuate mila ya hiyo familia. Lakini unapokuwa umejitambua wewe ni nani na Mungu akikusaidia ingilie kati. Tumeona hata zile familia zilikuwa zimeshikilia mira, zimegeuka kutoka kwa mira.
People with disability in Kiambu County are set to benefit from a 30% procurement on tenders once a bill proposed in Kiambu County Assembly is passed and signed into law. Speaking after meeting over 1,000 differently able people in the area, Kiambu County Governor Kimani Wamatangi said the move aims to economically empower PWDs through availing the procurement opportunities. The county boss has at the same time urged members of the county assembly in the region to expedite efforts to pass the bill in a bid to ensure persons with disabilities enjoy equal opportunities as envisaged in the Constitution.
to ensure that I'll reach out to the relevant department. There is the Department of Procurement, to ensure that as the governor has directed, the people with disabilities will be considered to do the surprise and the contract within the county government of Kiambu.
We are going to be having a budget for them, and that budget is what is going to be helping them into buying assistant devices and wheelchairs and any other items that they will need.
Mahali tunafaa kusaidia na kushikilia mmoja wetu ambaye anaishi kwa hali kama nyinyi, lazima tutamshikilia. Na kwa hivyo hayo maombi yote yenye mmeomba, kuanzia hiyo mambo yenye tumesema ya basari, hiyo basari tulikuwa tunaweka kando ya walemavu, sasa tuweke kando, na niwafahamisha kwamba basari tuliongeza. Kwa hivyo sasa mtapata ikiwa zaidi ya vile mlikuwa mnapata.
Tunafurahia pamoja, tunasherehekea pamoja.
Kitui County Commissioner Kipchumba Ruto has warned potential lawbreakers that they will face the full force of the law. Speaking after holding a high-level meeting with security leaders from the larger Mwingi region to discuss strategies aimed at enhancing safety during the holidays, Ruto assured locals that the season would be safe, emphasizing that anyone caught disrupting peace will be apprehended.
We'd like the members of the public, when they come home, they enjoy Christmas without any harassment, without criminal behavior happening within our jurisdictions, within the greater Mwingi area. At night, we are going to deploy patrols with a view to thwarting or even doing away with markers. Those who will break into the houses and steal. The police will be everywhere.
Well, that report brings us to a fast commercial break. Let's take that break. We still have more news coming up.
Have you ever seen a free crispy chicken deep fried yani ndani ya mafuta? Where have you seen free of charge?
Hey, Michelle, I see you only want the best for me, eh?
How's that?
You see, Michelle, I've been chasing you for close to a kilometer now. If I do that every morning, I'll be in a very good shape in a very short period of time.
Bosira, don't take another bite, man. Don't take another bite. You cannot win twice and eat immediately. Here's your fare.
Wana Kenyanju, stop changing rules wakati ninasinda.
What is it, Kamene? Are you okay?
Vyongwa kabisa. Vyongwa.
Will this one help?
Welcome back. This is Lunchtime News. Christmas came early for over 200 vulnerable children at Eldoret Rescue Center in Uasin Gishu County after the Brie Afrique Foundation donated food and non-food items. Speaking at the ceremony, the director of the foundation, Brenda Kipnusu, called on other well-wishers and the government to remember the needy in society, especially this festive season, by donating goodies like food, clothing and bedding. She said the donations will go a long way towards ensuring children at the facility have access to daily basic needs. The rescue center manager, David Magut, lauded the foundation for the gesture, even as he called on the county and national government to help the street children across the county to access education, healthcare and skills development that will enable them to be self-reliant.
Tuliamua kusettle na rescue center number 1 iko na watoto from all diverse wenye wako na shida zote. Currently rescue center ina accommodate iko na watoto wengi. Ukicompare na other children's home, rescue center Eldoret ina accommodate watoto wengi, na tukafind kwamba hata tukitembea hapa kuna hiyo insufficient food, insufficient clothing, so they need a lot. That's why we decided to come here to rescue center to work with them and to support them. Kuna mavazi ndio watoto wetu pia waweze feel part of the community, wasiweze kulaka a lot. Yes, so we call upon other partners, karibuni sana, let's support these kids, let's make them comfortable in their place.
I'm calling out to well-wishers like the Biafric Foundation. Just come out, come to Rescue Center, support these children. When you are celebrating your Christmas, I know kuna wengi ambao wako na vyakula to an excess.
A woman from Shikomari in Navaholo, Kakamega County, is seeking justice to recover her 5-acre piece of land which she allegedly lost to an influential person. The woman, Salome Aoko Chango, and her husband, Morris Ochango, say the alleged land grabber is frustrating them with threats and has attempted to coerce them to sell the piece of land to him. She says attempts to report the matter to the police have not bore fruits, as the person has allegedly influenced them in his favor. According to her, the problem started in 2010 when she leased her sugarcane plantation to the person to obtain some money to cater for the medication of her husband who had been attacked by thugs.
Nilikuwa na shamba ilikuwa na miwa ya eka 2. Shamba ingine nilikuwa nimepanda nduma mandizi ilikuwa hapa na mahindi. Sasa nikaanza kuwa na wasiwasi, sikuwa na chochote, nikaanza kutafuta mtu mwenye naweza kumkoteshea miwa yenye iko kwa shamba. Ambayo nikapata aunti yangu alikuwa ameitwa Irene Musula. Sasa ni marehemu, alikuwa Kakamega Marava. Maremo akaniongoza akanipeleka kwa Hegri Shitama advocate, akasema Hegri Shitama anaweza kuniongoza nipate mtu wa kuchukua shamba yangu, kukotesha. Tukasikizana, miwa atakata raundi 2. Miaka 5 akakata miti yote kwa hiyo shamba, akaendelea kupalilia. Nikaendelea kwa polisi, nikienda kwa polisi ananishika mimi na bwana yangu. Tunamaliza sel wiki 2 bila kutupeleka kotini.
A section of residents in Mutito, Nyahururu sub-county, Laikipia County, held peaceful protest demanding the construction of a 26-kilometer electric fence along the Marmanet forest to protect the farms from elephant invasions. The residents say the delayed construction of the electric fence has caused widespread frustration due to constant destruction of the crops by wildlife. Nyahururu sub-county Deputy County Commissioner Bernardo Dino attributed the delay to land disputes and misunderstandings among landowners, promising to conduct a public participation exercise before end of year to enable the project kick off in the new year.
Taka kabisa ni kuwekewa ua iwe isigire dobu pahali yao na watu ya machamba wakae pahali yao.
Nijapata kitu. Masai amekuja amemaliza na bado ile maharagwe tulirudisha. Bado juzi kuna wengine wamekuja wakamaliza hiyo maharagwe. Sasa nashindwa nitafanya nini, nitaajiriwa wapi nipate kulisha hao watoto.
Tunapanga na watu wa KWS kuja tufanye public participation ndio hii kazi ianze immediately. Tunajua ndovu inasumbua wananchi. Recently last week the government translocated 2 elephants.
Let's take a look at business news. Counties are looking to diversify their tourism offerings through partnership with the private sector. In Baringo, Governor Benjamin Chibol says partnerships are key in identifying and marketing new and existing tourism sites.
The main activity in Baringo County has been livestock rearing and beekeeping, but the county has set its eyes on tourism. Baringo Governor says the Devolve unit is working on modalities of marketing a new hot geisha site within Kokwa Island.
Sasa mimi mwenyewe leo nimeenda mpaka pale, nimepiga picha, nitaweka kwa website yangu na nitangaze kila mahali kwamba hapa kuna utalii ambayo tunaweza kufanya, wale vijana waweze kupata pesa za tour guide. Na hiyo utajiri itakuja hapa.
Speaking after flagging off the 10th edition of Kaldich boat race at Lake Baringo, Cheboy said Baringo is endowed with unique scenic features, rugged terrain, and beautiful tourism products that are worth visiting. Additionally, plans are underway to restock at least 1 million fingerlings, a move aimed at ensuring improved stock lasts to support the livelihoods of the local communities.
The last time, about 5 years ago, waliweka fingerlings. Na wanasema hiyo fingerlings ilikula ile samaki yao original ambayo ilikuwa ile ya Baringo. So ile samaki inatoka saizi wanasema ni ya China. Ni kitu kidogo sana ambayo haizi ita samaki hata. So wanaomba tuwatafutie research na tuwapatie ile fish ambayo inatoshana na ile kietu ya Baringo.
Mahoteli ambayo watalii wanaweza kukaa yamu ya kutosha, ingawaji tumepoteza kama 2 kabisa kwa maji. That is a Roberts Camp na Lake Baringo Club. Lakini Soi bado wanatumia part of it. Tumbili wanafanya, Samatian iko, kuna Island Camp pia iko, so Teddy Bear Islands pia iko, so kuna mahoteli pia ya kutosha. The moment utaingia kwa internet ufanye booking yako, utaweza kufika.
Ndotamo Kami for Lunchtime News.
US President-elect Donald Trump is meeting the CEO of TikTok as the social media giant fights plans to have it banned in the US. President Trump was due to meet Soji Chu at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. Here are the details of these and other stories making headlines across the borders.
A law passed earlier this year means that TikTok will be banned in the US unless it is sold by its Chinese parent company ByteDance before 19th January 2025. TikTok has made an emergency application to the US Supreme Court to have the ban delayed. The US wants TikTok sold or banned because of alleged links between ByteDance and the Chinese state, links that both TikTok and ByteDance have always denied. The bill introducing the law said it was intended to protect the national security of the United States from the threat posed by foreign adversary-controlled applications. Trump opposes the ban despite supporting one during his first term, partly on the grounds that it could help Facebook, which he has accused of aiding his 2020 election laws. Trump's second term begins on 20th January, the day after the deadline set out in the law. Meanwhile, Alibaba Group says it will sell its Chinese department store unit in time and book a $1.3 billion loss from the deal as the retail giant reshuffles its business portfolio to focus on its core e-commerce operation. The sale marks a further acceleration in Alibaba's restructuring after the group split into 6 business units last year in its biggest ever revamp and announced a series of top management reshuffles afterwards. Finally, European automakers are raising prices of petrol cars and redying discounts on electric vehicles as they brace for yet another challenge, tougher emissions rules that threaten to further shrink profits across the struggling industry. The European Union will drastically lower its cap on automotive carbon dioxide emissions from next month, meaning that at least 1/5 of all sales by most car companies must be EVs to avoid heavy fines. But so far this year, only 13% of all vehicles sold in the region have been electric. The tighter rules come as the sector is already dealing with excess capacity due to lackluster sales and growing Chinese competition. Wenslaus Pamba for Lunchtime News.
The Kenya National Highway Authority started construction of double weighing scales at the Busia border points as it seeks to reduce by half the time taken by trucks at the border post. Kenha Technical Manager Wellington Odali says the weighing bridge will drastically reduce the traffic snarl-up experienced at the crossing point.
The East Africa community remained the main export market for Kenya in 2023, accounting for 70% of the total Kenya's exports to Africa. Kenya exports to East Africa was valued at 126 billion shillings, representing a 30% increase from 2022. However, the trade has been curtailed due to delays at key border points that has increased the cost of doing business in the region. Kenha has started construction of a double weighing scale at the Busia border point to speed up the weighing process.
There will be free flow of traffic, and with that free flow of traffic, of course, it enables business. With less congestion and less time wasted at each point at the bridges, which is in the past was a major time waster.
The weighing scale will see the reduction of time used to weigh a single truck from 5 minutes to 30 seconds per truck, improving the flow of traffic along the busy Kisumu-Busia highway.
Will, in a big way, reduce the time that a truck will take to weigh. As I said, we should reduce from around 5 minutes or 3 minutes to around 30 seconds.
The weighing bridge is part of heightened surveillance on illegal movement of goods across borders.
Try the transporters who are not willing to comply, they try as much as possible to avoid verifying of weight by using the alternative routes to avoid the weight bridge. We have chest guard that is always standby, and we have intensified patrols to ensure that we nab these violators and bring them to book.
Benson Duba reporting for Lunchtime News.
Defending champions Cereals began the 42nd edition of the Eastern Central Africa Club Championship on a winning note by beating Cobra of South Sudan 39-24 last night at the Amahoro Stadium in Kigali, Rwanda. Cereals, who won the title last year in Nairobi, had to dig deep to see out their opponents, who began the match looking for a way to the final of this year's event. Cereals' win came just minutes after their women counterparts Nairobi Water went down 28-25 to Uganda Police in their opening match. 4 more matches are on card today. Cereals will take on APR of Rwanda. Juba City will play SOS of Burundi. Gishumbi of Rwanda will face Cobra of South Sudan, while Police and UB Sport, both of Rwanda, will meet in the 4th game of Day 2. Nigerian international and Atalanta forward Ademola Lookman was named the 2024 African Footballer of the Year at the Confederation of African Football Awards in Marrakesh. The 27-year-old had an impressive 2022-2023 season as he played a key role in...
Firstly, I want to thank Almighty God for everything that He's been doing in my life and everything He's been blessing me with. I want to thank the President. I want to thank all my teammates, club and country. I want to thank them for their support and the love that they give me.
AFC Bournemouth moved above Aston Villa on goal difference after playing to a 1-1 draw with West Ham United in last night's dramatic game at the Vitality Stadium. Bournemouth is now in position 6 on the Premier League table, while West Ham equalised in the 90th minute. In Serie A, Inter Milan thrashed Lazio 6-0 at Stadio Olimpico to comfortably set... Well, that brings us to the end of our bulletin this afternoon. Thank you so much for choosing KBC Channel 1 Lunchtime News. For more news, check out our website at kbc.co.ke. My name is Jackie Wambiru. Our sign language interpreter is Brian Muraru. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Kalume, kwa nini ukamuumiza Jasiri?
Waongelea kuhusu nini wewe?
Mimi mazungumzo gani? Niache niende Kalume, lakini hebu niache.
Nina hakika. Alex, kama ningempata hata mmoja wao angenitambua.
Ati nini? Mbona mtoto huyu hana adabu kama babake? Hivyo maanisha kusema huyu Karembo ni mfanyikazi muhimu sana ndani ya hii nyumba.
Ukiendelea kunipigia kelele humu ndani usinilaumu. Huyu Karembo anaka urembo fulani kakuwe.
Yote unayofanya hapa kisiwani mimi najua.
Where have you ever seen a free crispy chicken deep fried yani ndani ya mafuta? Where have you seen free of charge?
Hey, Michelle, I see you only want the best for me, eh?
How's that?
You see, Michelle, I've been chasing you for close to a kilometer now. If I do that every morning, I'll be in a very good shape in a very short period of time.
Bosira, don't take another bite, man. Don't take another bite. You cannot win twice and eat immediately. Here's your fare.
Bwana Kenyanjui, stop changing rules wakati ninasinda.
What is it, Kamene? Are you okay?
Viongo kabisa. Viongo.
Will this one help?
Akili sio syllable sana, usistress, usidigress kuwa mdiverse, wape hata chorus wakidai bass. It's all about the standards wakidai class. You still call the shots, hawezi divert. Hey yo, what's up beautiful people? This is Willie Oeba, keeping it locked on Grapevine. Keep it locked, Kawaden Design.
Wagwan, welcome to the biggest, the baddest, extraordinary, sensational show right here in the 254, man. This is Grapevine. It's the month of December, and kama kawaida, we are embracing it, manze, yeah? Remember, making it to December is not an easy thing, so kama uko alive, wherever you are, man, make sure siku isiishe before you go down to your knees and thank the Most High God, man. I'm right here kukuletea sherehe after sherehe because this is the month of sherehe, man. Yours truly, the party daddy, is right here kukuletea nini? Sherehe. Feel free like a boss because niko na show moja ya vungu, yeah?
What you gotta do?
So Wagwan, what's going on? I'm coming to you from 254 district right here at the Delta Towers where Sione live event is bringing you the one and only Prince of Rumbaken. I'm talking about Yabadu. And Yabadu has a big show tonight, man. It's called Sherehe Bila Pressure. Also, we are expecting to see the lights of, Irosh, Juan Costa, among other artists. So without wasting time, let's enjoy the Rumbaken, baby.
Let's go. Otikisa kamutu ya dala Goeka katu dala.
Yaba, the Prince of Rumbaken, has had one of the most successful years in his career this year.
Muko wapi nasiwa vina niko ndani, shabiki sugu amefika, lakini kidogo natingika, pate sipate bila nyinyi. Otingisa kamutu ya dala, dala.
Yaba, who does Rumba King, which is new school rumba.
Oh baby mama panda taxi, usichelewe panda ngangana na matri. Juleo sioni mama safe, lazima utoke, rada ni safe. Oh baby mama panda taxi, usichelewe panda ngangana na matri. Juleo sioni mama safe, lazima utoke, rada ni safe.
Not forgetting that this year he dropped his second album, dubbed Zitakazo Pendwa, which he featured the big names in the industry.
I don't do one competing God color, I'm the pieces. Baby, you already know what kind of loving this is. Get him on them serious. Gotta get up, feel, gotta be something special, magical. Manoka Rosi,
Sherehe Bila Jasho was just one of the Yaba's experience.
Azikishika basi zima hadi nare, usiku mchana hadi tumanguare. Okuna vile we ufanyani, ekuna vile mi utakani oyo. Azikishika basi zima hadi nare.
Get It and Jatello are some of the songs Yaba performed as he built the momentum of Rumba King in the house before inviting some of the surprise artists.
Kesho kwako usijudge mtu, leo neza kuwa tajiri, kesho una kitu, wengine wamejawa roho za kimajitwe, kesho inaweza kuwa ni wewe unataka kitwe, kizangila kizangila wa, kizangila noma, kizangila.
Jeff Logan was among the artists who joined Yaba on stage for an electric performance. Coastal Juang, a Kenyan singer-songwriter, also joined on stage and they performed their legendary song Atieno.
Atieno, Sunday maliza atieno, inyalego, nakosa maneno. Hadi, iko.
Ngoma zake jo, noma. You know, if you can't make it to Congo, or you can't get Palipupa every day coming to Kenya or Peregola, at least right now, I can easily compare Yaba's music to Palipupa. I can easily compare Yaba's music to Peregola. And me, I'm a fan of Rumba, so that's why, and that's what makes me love Yaba's music first.
Every time, he just keeps upping the game. He has such a unique craft. I think it's more than talent. It's way more than talent. Talent, creativity, and so much more. I saw him once do a 2-hour show, non-stop, and it was just epic. What we've seen here today, just epic. I feel like he's really going to be something in this industry.
Big shout out to Yaba, the Prince of Rumba Ken. Yani Yaba has been doing really good, man, especially in this year of 2024. Hopefully next year, Yaba utafanya big things again. Away from that, we are heading straight to Eldoret, where Beer Fest went down. And this time round, the lineup was sick. I'm talking about, Nameless Saru alongside DJ Protege. Let's check it out.
On Thursday, the 14th of December 2024, BFF's second weekend showcased the festival's diversity, spreading across different locations with unique atmospheres. Tonight we bring the highlights from one of these locations, that is Eldoret. Well, Barnier Square was buzzing with the MC and DJs warming up the crowd before the main acts of the night. Next, popular female artist Saru took the stage. Saru serenaded the crowd with some of her chart-topping tracks, from the throwbacks to her recent tracks. Nameless was the final performer and the headline artist of the evening. He kept attendees captivated by taking on some of his bigger songs. At one point, he took the crowd down the memory lane by paying tribute to the late Isa and the late K-Rock.